Hello, everyone. We're off mute. Captions are working. Yes. All right. So after our middle of the night, really long stream, we're finally back. I think the aliens. I think we'll be able to do the second part of the third alien quest from Buzz today. You can see there's stuff in my mailbox because GameLoft just announced that we met the first one of the challenges for the community challenges, the one to place however many hundreds of thousands of the balloons from the star path. We met that challenge, so they have sent everybody a reward, so we're going to see what that is. So if you haven't played yet today, you should have something in your mail for that. And then we might either decorate, do some just general collect stuff around the valley, maybe do pumpkins, or decorate or do custom designs. I'm a little bit considering trying to do something with the clothing designer since it seemed to not crash immediately. We still have to, it's still temperamental, so we have to be careful with it, but we could try something with that, or we could do more decorating. Last stream we did some more in the meadow. Sorry, my voice has got a thing going on. Did a lot with the topiaries. I'm assuming we're going to hit that topiary goal for the community challenge pretty soon. It looks like some of these pumpkins need to be watered. Oh, right, because these replaced the egg bushes that were there. Oh, and these all need to be watered. I really thought we watered these twice last stream, but maybe we went through more than one set of these pumpkins and I just forgot, which means that the ones down below might need it too. I tried the Scrooge store reset because I wanted to see if I could get something something cool in there, and I think I was too slow because it did not work for me, so it probably auto-saved. I play on Switch. I saw there was an update. I had to do an update and restart before we started. Oh, these are grown. All right, I just missed one patch of the pumpkins. Oh, wasn't there a green chest up by the house? Need to open that. But I think it was a system update. I don't think it was a game update. But just running around a little bit. Yeah, there it is. It seems like it's got a bit of a stutter kind of in the frames. So I'm hoping that clears up. Oh, we actually got something. I'm so used to the chests being just coins. I've been occasionally getting something else. And I was also trying to think, is there anything else we could test? We've done the, I don't really need glasses. We have done the which chest does it come from for crafting? We've stopped wood from spawning. Is there something else like that that we want to try? I like figuring those things out. But let's see what our community reward is. I think it's something to do with balloons. It is. Okay, so we have 2 balloon bundles and a balloon arch. They're in the pink, blue, and yellow. So those would take a ton of iron and flowers and things to craft. So that kind of saves us some materials. We could put it like here, going down. Or we do have a lot of pastel stuff here. This right side is what we did last stream. So did all of this stuff with the topiaries. I'm still not sure it's done, but it has something. And then these light up when it gets dark out, which I can turn some of them on. Yeah. And they look kind of like little garden lanterns. This is one of my new favorite items. They're not easy to interact with. Why? Maybe they have a front and you need to be on that side of them. But at night they get really glowy, like little garden lanterns. We have this that we did. Of course, there's spices invading already. That's something that I need to figure out if there's any way to stop them from spawning other than just leaving them where they are. Like, I think you could do an Animal Crossing style rock garden approach where you leave them only certain places to spawn, and once they spawn there, then just leave them and then you can clean everything else up. I think we could do that. But yeah, did that. We gave Goofy some flowers. And then we got this going on, and we've got all pastels over here. I am in the wrong place, but of course there's a night thorn. This game is like decorate everything, but also I'm gonna spawn stuff everywhere. So it gets a little challenging. But yeah, I'm not sure about all of this. I was just thinking, should we put those new pastel balloons and things, should they go down here or should they go up top or somewhere else entirely? So we could put them on this side, kind of move Goofy's birdhouse maybe down here with the flowers. Or we could put them on, do we have any room on this side? Could put them there or at the top of the stairs, or layered with the egg arch. Have like the eggs on this side. Oh, we've got a bench there. Let's step into furniture mode just so we can see our new balloon rewards. Oh, are they decor? That's where I would put them. That doesn't mean that's where the game has put them. As we saw last time, the Jubilant Topiary is not listed under foliage with the rest of the potted plants. That's a different balloon arch. Here we go. So these are the ones that we just got. Very similar in size to the egg arch. Which I kind of like it better than the egg arch, but... And I know my camera control on this when we're moving about is not great. So what if we put it here? I'm gonna put that down and then we'll move stuff to their proper places after it gets placed in the world. Just so that we don't have to scroll back down to that. So I'm thinking we move Goofy's birdhouse somewhere. Nope, not that. This. So we move it down here. We put it on the corner or around the back. Here. Why can't we put things right up next to houses? I can still run through next to that, right? And it is facing this direction, even though the little front texture on the birdhouse kind of disappears when we tilt the camera. And then maybe this should go closer to the teacup ride since it's the same colors. I was thinking maybe it could go here and put these on either side just so we can look at it and we can figure out if we want it to stay here later. Come on. Maybe I'm going to turn this one so that it's a slightly different shape. I'm over here. So these are the rewards for the community challenge that's out right now. I kind of wish we had had them when I was building the teacup side because I think these are very much kind of the fun park look with the pastel that I was going for. I kind of wish they lit up. I know somebody mentioned that in the last stream for the for the Star Path balloons, and I feel like they could do that with all of the balloons. Like these look a little, I don't know, right now in this light they look kind of dull for the colors that they are. They're okay there. I don't know that I'll keep them there. Maybe something over here. Oh, we could put them as the archway. Yeah, let's, all right. I'm gonna move them to the, kind of the line to get onto the teacups. I'm hoping we can do this without too much zooming about of our camera. I know on the Switch it's camera control in decorating mode is particularly finicky. Is that gonna be, let's see. We can get it sort of lined up so that you're walking in. Can we put it, would it go over the fence posts? It would. I just need to move, we have some flowers down here that you can barely see. We move those to the outside. Okay, I've got to zoom in to grab those because it doesn't want me to pick them up. Come on, let me pick up the flowers. There we go. We'll just move those away for the moment so that we can see how close we can actually put the balloon arch. Fence post will trump it, but I think we could put it here. And we don't have to keep the fence posts on the inside, but we could. Could also put them around kind of the outside of it. All right, let's grab those balloon clusters that were over here. Still wish I could pick them up at the same time instead of having to do one at a time. I'll just kind of place them in the area, and then we can adjust the camera over there so that we can actually see what we're doing. So put that down, and now there we are. Well, maybe they could be kind of out in the space a little bit. Come on, just maybe there. So I don't want to go, I was initially thinking just on the outsides of the arch, but if I do that on the pond side, they're going to get in your way like a lot. Or glitching like that and flashing again. Where did I put this? I feel like this could still go someplace. I mean, maybe it makes more sense for it to be there instead of that post. Let's see, can I highlight the post? And then for our head-on view, we will just go back to regular mode to see it so that we can avoid that issue. Yeah, put that one there. I know we have one on the other side, but it's kind of doing something else right now. We could also slide the whole arch to the right. Like right now, it's centered over the part that you walk through, but it could be centered over the entire area, including this, like, I don't know, fake ticket area. We could put this one down here too. Does that make that too narrow? Maybe. Put it in front of the balloons. I think the dark one is the taller side, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know that I have anything that's like ticket, check-in, sort of counter items. Right, good. It has sometimes placed me up into these rocks and gotten me stuck there. So in a non-flashing camera view, there we go. I feel like that's okay. I do kind of like the idea of mixing the flowers with some of the potted plants. I could put the blue ones on this side. I just don't like the terracotta pot. Like, I feel like it doesn't go with everything else. Could grab, I think we have another one of these pink ones. Like, this one's an object versus the one in the terracotta pot is the one that you craft. I feel like this goes. I kind of wish it had the same blue as the teacups and as the egg stuff so that it would all match. But I never use the balloon stuff because the materials are so much. So much. Let's see. We have another one of those pink puffy plants. We do not. Ooh, we have this one. I don't know if we need this one, but now I kind of want to see stuff placed with the balloons. Yep, these two, but these are tiny. Like if you're looking for a 1 square plant, these are so much smaller than I thought. I thought they'd be size similar to the Monstera in Animal Crossing, and these are 1 square versus the one I just put down is like 4 squares. So they're really useful for fitting into little spaces. Okay. That is also interesting. It's a very different kind of look than the flowery one. I think I might just leave that for now. I'm also gonna save because we've been in and out of decorating mode, and if you know anything about the Switch, it gets a little temperamental when you're going in and out of the decorating mode as to whether or not it'll save for you. And we should always cloud save. Right. I tried to reset Scrooge's shop and it didn't work, but I haven't actually looked at what's in there. How do I not have enough stuff on me to glide? I feel like the amount of energy that gliding takes has been increased or something, and the speed has slowed down. Because it didn't feel like it was taking as much energy, and I felt like I was going faster at first, and then the past couple days it feels like I'm having to eat so much berry salad and I'm going slower. Like I can't go as far. Is that the Monsters University shirt? It is. Why not? I can never see what is on these things. Like it looks like I'm gonna be buying a pair of hands. Do I have the ice cow? I feel like I have both of these, but I also feel like I could buy them again. I might ask, I might go check the furniture menu of Scrooge's just to see if I have those things already. Because if I don't have that variation of the towel, I might get that. I don't know if I have this wall plant, and if I do, I don't mind having a second one.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
And then we just have... Surely you could have given me 2 more items in the middle here. Like, you have more stuff, Scrooge. Share.
Greetings, neighbor.
What am I checking? I am... Let's see. This feels like the easiest way to check for things, except that the menu is so slow. And I don't know where they would be. So searching just for that, the towel was the green one with the red and yellow striped umbrella and the ice couch. I'm pretty sure I have the ice couch, but I don't know what category. Oh, are they both going to be under seating? They might be. Let's just pretend they are so we don't have to scroll through as much stuff. So I have the chair there. I have the other chair. Yes. I do have the ice couch, and then why don't the towels show up here? Because I know I have a few of those. I just assumed you could sit on them so they'd be seating. Where do they show up? They're not rugs, right? No. Okay. I don't remember which set they're a part of, otherwise I'd search that way. And this is where, if the game could just tell me when I go up to an item, or at least when I click on an item. Tell me if I have it, tell me if I have it cataloged, tell me how many of them I have. Clearly it has that information, or at least some part of that information here, and it just won't share it with us on the menus where it matters. And then these are so, like, what is the organizational principle? I think it's new to old, or old to new, rather. It would make sense if it was new to old. But I don't think it does that. Okay, I don't even see them here. I must just be missing them because I just scrolled through all items and didn't see them, but I know I have like 3 variations. I just can't see things when I'm scrolling, I think. Although I've had several items turn up in unexpected places, making me think I didn't have them. don't see them under all, but I'm gonna just skip it because I don't...
Thank you.
No more money for you, Scrooge. Improve the customer experience first. All right, so we're on day 2 of Buzz's 3rd alien quest. The first one, all the aliens were outside. The second one, all the aliens were in villager homes. And for this one, they are scattered in common areas and secret spots. And so, not yesterday, well, sort of yesterday, but the last stream, we'll say the last stream, we found 8 of those aliens. And we found them in the restaurant and in the castle. There were 4 in each. So I'm going to start there with our search for the aliens today. We are at least 36 hours later, and that's been kind of the time delay in between the aliens in the previous parts of the quest. So I'm assuming we should have some aliens by now. And I'm hoping we should be able to get them all today. Okay, so we have 1, 2, I like the little squeaky noise. We've got 4 again. 3, 4, so we're up to 12. I keep thinking that the berries, my pockets were full while cooking, so it let me drop that. So I'm gonna assume there's just the 4 in the restaurant, and then if it's just like last time, then I'd expect the last 3, because it's 3 more, right? That we're looking for to end up being in the castle somewhere. So we'll go up there next. All right, let's check the castle. And they were just out in the castle for part 1. They weren't in like Mickey's secret room. They weren't in any of the realms. Yep, just like this. So we have 1 in the castle. Are there any more on the ground floor? I learned from the Orange Pebble quest to be turning the camera because they're often behind objects. Second one in the castle, and then we have 1 more. I can check behind these plants just in case, but I feel like it'll be on another floor of the castle. So last time, I think it was this first landing kind of here, or maybe it was the second landing. There was 1 there that I had to come back for. Okay, and this is just in the middle of the stairs. So 4 in the restaurant, 3 in the castle for day 2. It was 4 and 4 on the first day. So now we can go find Buzz and see what he has for us. And I wonder how many more of these, if any, there'll be, because the dialogue on part 2 made it sound like part 3 is probably going to be the end, which makes me think that I would hope that we would get something more interesting than before. Ooh, okay. It's probably a good idea to save and give it a moment to catch up with us. And we can check the map to see where Buzz is, because he's so tiny. Oh, he's coming to see us. Or maybe he's not. I don't know. He moves really fast, so I'm going to mark him on the map so he's easier to find. Although I think I can glide a little bit faster than our sparkly line sometimes. Yes. But he has the quest marker, which makes the tiny character so much easier to see. So we'll give him our 15 aliens. See what he says this time. Excellent work. That should be the last of them. Okay, so this is the end of Buzz's alien quest with the 3rd one. Search and rescue missions like this test even the most skilled space rangers, but you handled it with style. And he's going to keep an eye on the aliens and let us know how they're adjusting. But for now, we've more than earned another Space Ranger supply kit. Only the rarest flora from around the village. Okay. So if it's rare stuff, then I should be getting like what? Iron ingots, like 100 dark wood, something like that. Let's see.
Wow, you're a really good leader.
And we've got 3 of what I thought were some of the most common flowers. Oh, flora, flowers, more flowers. Other boring flower. Only one of these flowers. So we got 3 pink and white falling penstemon. I keep putting in N's in that word that don't exist. 2 red daisies, 2 white and red hydrangea, and I guess the hybrid color is one of the less common ones. A white bellflower, orange and red marsh milkweed, a yellow bromelad, yellow nasturtium, and I'm probably saying all our flower names wrong, and a single black passion lily after we used a whole bunch of those in the star path this time. Let's check companions just in case, because if I were Gameloft, I would be giving us one of the aliens as a companion or a item. But let's, like, overly hopeful. It's not going to be here, but we have to check to make sure. It is not. Okay. So we got some flowers. That's a little disappointing. Like, give me some iron ingots. Give me some dark wood. Give me some stuff that's actually things I have to work for or at a rate higher than I could currently go pick up in the biomes. Why is that reward more disappointing than the previous ones? I guess because it's at the end, right? So you expect it to be something like something more at the end. And then it's stuff that I definitely have already. These are all my older chests, so they're kind of a mess because that's where it's been taking my crafting. I just wanted to put this, I know that's not a good place for it. I just didn't want any more basil in my pocket. Ooh, another blue egg. And we just saw, where did he go? Wally was here. I saw him just walk off screen a second ago. Because I haven't done Wally's flower quest today. So we can do that and get a couple more eggs. I don't know why I'm collecting even more eggs now, to be honest. We've done all the achievements, but I feel like, well, what if I have an idea for a build and it really requires a bunch of egg stuff and I haven't maxed out my eggs? Oh, we've got the daily and the weekly quest because this is the first time I'm playing after... Well, I guess the quest didn't reset when we played it Monday at like 4 a.m. So we'll start both of these. Yeah, that's nice. We can make you another flower basket. And then... Are we tracking the bunnies? We're tracking the bunnies. And let's harvest this fruit while we're here. I'm just gonna grab some of the flowers and things and put them in the chest, and then we're gonna go and catch the 5 bunnies for our weekly Wally quest. Which we've only got, what, 1, 2 more of those that we can do? And that's the easiest way to get the eggs, I think. At least the blue eggs. I don't remember quite how many it gives us. But I feel like it's more than I can get just running around. I mean, if it's more than 5, it's more than I can get running around immediately. I know they respawn, but not quickly. Oh, I missed all these flowers over here because I didn't bother to go this direction. And then we'll dump it all into our biome chest so that my pockets are free again. I should also check and see if there are any critters that I haven't befriended yet. I know I should feed them all anyway for the Dreamlight task, but I typically don't.
We are so lucky to have you here.
I'm also debating about setting up a darkwood harvesting situation in the Forgotten Lands. Kind of don't want to delete all the trees though to make it happen. Seems like a lot. So I like all their weird trees, even if they're very difficult to see around. I don't really want that, but I don't want it sitting here either. Can I pick the flower? I should probably, maybe on another run through, I'll come through and like dig up the bones and the stuff that requires tools. Oh, do I have space for these in the smaller one first? I do. There we go. I love the quick transfer button. Still, best update that we've had so far. I know it's small, but like, I have saved so much time in this game because of that. All right, there's one of the bunnies. Can I catch it? No, I don't want to be harvesting apples. All right, where'd it go? I had a pretty easy time with these in the first couple rounds. Oh, right, and now I've got my own bunnies here to distract me too. It came over here. I saw it. My squirrel. Here we go. Go, go. Reasons why I don't decorate, because it makes it so much harder to chase the bunny rabbits. Is it still behind the house? It's still behind the house. We'll cut it off this way if the camera would stop readjusting. Why is... I don't think I've ever been this bad at this before. We know it goes in this path, so if I just wait here, we'll be able to... I don't know if it's actually disappearing. If we wait here, it'll just come to us, right? Well, that's my thing. Here it comes. There we go. Why chase them when you can just wait? Was it running around up here, or was that just the overlay of the butterfly? Oh, I thought this filigree thing was one of the bunnies. Oh, there's... Come here. Where'd it go? He paused and wait for us. That was nice. This was really fast the first two times. I did start it like over here, and one of them had gotten stuck behind that, but I hadn't decorated at that point. All right, we've got 3. We've got 2 more of the white bunnies to find and click on. You don't, it's not just get close enough that you are touching them, you have to actually click on them. There you are. Oh, I knew. Stop.
Thank you.
We would have had it. Ready. There's so many other things you can click on right now. Now, do we go with the... Yep, it's doing laps. So, if you see one and you miss it, just go to the last place you saw it and it'll be there again. Okay. Other bunny. Where's the... Oh, that's my bunny. Because I have the blue, yellow, and pink rabbits are in the house there. Okay. That one that's doing the long jumps, that... I just saw it. So it is... Where is its circuit going? It goes here, it gets stuck behind my tree with the... You can see it over here with the blue bunny. And then it gets free, and it'll come back through here, right? I'm not getting it from behind the house because that's where all of my dropped wood is. Do I have any interest or plans in playing the new Disney Speedstorm? I sort of was interested, but I didn't realize they were doing the same early access thing where you have to pay for it. Like when I thought it was going to be free to play, I was like, oh, I'll see what that's like. That could be fun. But I don't think I want to pay for it in early access, especially for just a racing game. Like I have Mario Kart. I also have, what do we get? I have like the Sonic one that's overly complicated and some other ones. Like I would play it if it was free to play right now, because I kind of want to check it out and see what it's like. And I'd be interested to see like what mechanics are they using? Do the characters change things? Do the cars change things? Are they doing like support characters or upgrades to the cars? Are they all cosmetic or do they actually drive different, and what do the courses look like? But yeah, there are too many other games that I would spend money on that I can't spend money on another like early access Gameloft thing that's free to play. That one looks so much like it should just be free to play from the start. Like this one I understand, like this one seems to make sense to pay for it because I don't think I've seen a free to play game with so much content in it like this. So in its early access, it's been definitely going through things and evolving. But racing, I'm like, there's a small part of me that's well aware of the bugs in this game and wonders how Gameloft is going to put bugs in a basic racing game. I don't know. Are you gonna play it, Ezra? Or are you playing it? Did it come out in early access today or is it tomorrow? Because I knew it was really soon and it was like the 18th or the 19th, I think. So yeah, if it was actually free to play right now, I would probably play that. Let's see. Do we see Wally? Okay, today. That sounds right. I sort of wondered if they'd do additional cross-promotion between the games or anything. I want to be like, if you supported this game in early access, let us start out free to play on the other one. So are you going to play it? You'll probably get it for something different, but you don't have any other racing games. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. Oh, because it'll be similarly cross-platform, right? That you'll be able to play it on everything? Versus like, I play on the Switch, so I already have like Mario Kart as kind of our standard, and then I have other racing games, but I can't play those cross-platform with other people who don't have a Switch. So that would be kind of a nice, a thing where you could play it across all the platforms. Yeah. I wonder, I hope they make that one free to play much, much faster than this one. Because I think that would have a lot of, that should have a lot of community play. Is it launching with online features where you can play multiplayer and like race your friends across platforms? I haven't really looked into those details of it. But I would kind of hope it does, because without that, I mean, I guess you get really used to the game, but you don't have a lot of... It looks like it? Okay, that makes sense, because I couldn't imagine getting a whole lot of play if it didn't come with something like that. Yeah, that is probably where the bugs will be. I wonder how their servers are gonna, or what servers they end up using for that and how that's gonna play out. I'd be interested to hear from people who have played it. I was looking at their kind of the pre-order bonuses for the different packs of early access, and none of them look super spectacular. No, I wanted to pick the plant in front of Moana's house. I didn't want to go in Moana's house. But if it's free to play, I'll play it. So they better do that sooner rather than later. Yeah, this game has something about like planting things, putting all the resources right in front of doors. That's why I had a giant pile on the beach for the longest time, because it was lining things up in piles outside of Donald's house, and every time I'd try to get them, I'd end up in Donald's house, and I was like, I don't want to be here. So I just let them pile up until the other day when we finally collected them. Let's see, another spice here. And we still have to make Wally's flower basket. Yes, A door boundary. That was something that in Animal Crossing was super frustrating, was there was this overly large boundary around the doors of the houses where you couldn't decorate, so you couldn't put things like even equally because it was like more space on one side than the other based, I think, on where the character stood. So it made it really hard to decorate, and this game does the opposite where it's just like you can block doorways. We're even going to spawn things right in front of the doorway so that you can't pick them up because you'll end up inside the house. And I need games to do something like a little bit in between, or maybe let me put the things but don't spawn your stuff there. So I don't want to have to pick stuff up and end up in a building. Still, why can't we make and keep these? It's not, I can't do anything with it if I don't give it to him, right? No. Okay, where is Wally now? I'm going up here just because that's the last place I saw him. That doesn't mean he's gonna be anywhere around here. Did I just stop spawning these everywhere? Do we think it's possible other than, well, we've almost gonna make a fence with them in front of Mickey's. Let's see. He is fast. Quite a few of the characters surprise me with how quickly they can move from place to place. He's down here already. Ah, guess that's fair. It's only down the stairs. I don't want to run around the building to get there. There he is. I do really appreciate the quest markers in this game. It makes it so much easier to find things. All right, so we did Wally's weekly and daily quest and got some eggs. I feel like this is as many, that feels like the largest stack of blue eggs I've had, especially considering that most of them are in the chest now. I'm gonna get rid of this night thorn. Okay. This is trickier now that I've got stuff over here instead of big empty space. Where's the last one? Get it. Okay, do we think it'll be an item or coins? It had been coins always when you collect the coins yellow chest, and then we started getting items, so now I'm not sure. An item. Oh, is it just clothing though? I like the furniture ones because they seem like the biggest wild card. At least it's interesting. Is it something I'm gonna wear every day? Probably not, but it could have been something really boring, so got that. Yeah, I haven't paid a lot of attention to when you get the furniture ones. I just know that they felt like they had stopped for a really long time, and so it made me less inclined to do things that, because I didn't want to just keep getting like 200 in coins was like not an exciting reward. But I think you can, there was one of the creatures that I fed finally didn't give me a motif, it gave me a furniture bag with something in it, and I was like, wait, can I always have been doing that? Because maybe that would be a way to get more interesting items. Because at the beginning of the game, you get the chests and they have stuff in them, and you get the bags and they have furniture in them, and it's exciting, and then at some point it's just not anymore. Should empty pockets and then go to the next biome. Yeah, I have definitely been neglecting the critters, but I should probably pay attention and know which ones give you stuff. I know the ones that I had been feeding regularly were the foxes, and I would give them salmon, which is not their favorite food. But because, I guess we could drop one of these here. But because they give you iron ingots, if you do that. And so rather than mining all the time, I was feeding the foxes all the time because you could get 2 iron ingots a day without mining. But I felt like anything else that I fed, it was like a motif. And I was like, this is fine, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Get more of this. Maybe I should feed everything and see what they give us today, because that's not something I usually do. Do you wonder where the foxes get the iron? Yeah, especially since it's not just iron, it's an iron ingot, so you get a bar of iron. I don't know how the foxes are crafting, but I guess foxes are known to be crafty, right? So they just took that in a different direction. More of this fruit. The alligators and raccoons, though, feeding those guys is tricky. Let's save. I'm gonna check the critter thing to see if there are any that I don't have in my collection already. Let's see. Not here. Not here. I have most of them. That's another reason why I'd kind of stopped. Not here. Really? You're not here either? Do we have no rare ones today? No. Unless, which one is the rare raven? Okay, so it's Brown Raven Day. That's the rare creature for today. And that's after 6 p.m. So if you're after 6 p.m. but before midnight, you could get the Brown Raven today. But the other ones that I'm missing are not here today. Should really just have a schedule, like look at it and see when they are here. But we could still try feeding everything else and seeing what they drop for us. We could do favorites or we could do non-favorites. I was just really not excited when they gave us like the dream crystals. Is that what they're called? Pink ones. Because there's so many other ways to get them and I haven't needed any for a while. And so, oh, hey, blue egg. So I was like, I don't really want to deal with this. Let's see if I should get, what are these guys like? They like lobster as their primary food, but what are they? I wonder what their secondary is. I don't know if I should do favorite foods for everybody or their like second favorite. Yeah, exactly. Like there was, and some of those I have fed. I managed to be there at the right time and I've fed them multiple times, but they're still not my friends. And I'm like, I'm done trying. Like if I happen to be there, sure. But I think like, isn't the red fox, it's like 1 to 4 a.m. or something like that. Oh, they like the squid too? That's easier to get. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one with their favorite and one with their like acceptable second favorite. I want to pick up the wood. Please move, squirrel. And so I can see the flowers that I didn't pick up and I'm like, I need to get that one too. And that one too. But I also know that the game is continuously spawning things. So like clearing the biome is not an easy thing to do. Oh, that was a, okay. I'll get points. Let's collect those. And save, empty pockets, and then we'll try to get whatever it is the alligators eat. We're thinking a squid and a lobster. We'll try one of each. Yeah. That's why I've always got this stack of salmon in my pocket is for the foxes and their iron ingots. I feel like I get squid in this biome a lot, and the lobsters are trickier. Although I think they might both be in the blue and in the goldish bubbles, but I'm not sure. I feel like Stitch would want my tuna. I don't know why I feel like He would eat fish, right? Why do I only have white bubbles? I could just go get the fish from one of the chests because I know I've got plenty. Okay, spawn some better bubbles.
10 times the King Mufasa was.
Still just white bubble? Okay. These we can use. I think this is lobster. Yeah. Alright, so if we get an alligator into position, we could feed them that. But I kind of want to get the other one too. Which I know I've fished up a ton of them. Oh, more flowers and more eggs. Is this a path? No. Is this a path? No. How did she get over there? Okay, it's over here. That wasn't blue. I'm pretty sure squid are blue, right? Pink. Oh, that was a disappointment since I got one of those from the white bubble too.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Nope. Stitch is so cute. Like, I just like having him around in the game. I stopped talking to him because his initial dialogue had gotten extremely repetitive. It was like goodness factor every single time that I talked to him. But I think since the update, he says and does a few more things. I think they all do. Let's try this one. No. Guess I should have had a fishing buddy so that we would have just had 2 lobsters. There we go. All right. Put this away, and then... This is so tricky. Do we see a crocodile? I think we saw the red one was here, and I don't remember what the other one is that's around. Like, once you have them playing the game, it's fine. But I find it so hard to get them started. And then sometimes they're just ready for a snack and you don't even have to play the game. My very first one, Moana trapped it for me. She was my buddy at the time. I've had them just immediately when I walk into biome, they were stuck in the feed me situation, and then I had it also when I was farming, had that happen. But other times you're just doing this, so I can see him over there by the pond. I think we're too far away for anything to start, but I also don't know which direction he's gonna run next. And if I move the wrong way, then he just sprints to the other side. Not facing me yet, and he's still moving. Well, I can't see anything. Oh, okay. Hey, I did it just fine. Now he's who knows where. Is he just the other side of this tree, or did he go all the way down? He's right there. He's just gonna keep running. Oh, we need Oh, I wanted to take that from the first stack. Hi, Carrot. How are you? You got the game. Nice. What platform are you playing on? You close enough? Are you gonna notice me? Notice me, crocodile. No? Not in that you want to hide from me, but okay, he's noticed us. No, I did the opposite. Oh no, I finally got it in place. Yeah, on the Switch sale. Nice. I feel like that's the best way to buy it. Did you end up getting the Ultimate Edition? Okay, so by the pond. Gonna notice us now? No? Behind the tree feels like cheating, because I feel like he knows that we're there, and we don't get to see him. Oh, you got the normal one. Nice. The normal one was also on sale, right? I figure you can't go wrong right now on the Switch sale unless you get the deluxe because that one's not on sale. Tiny steps. Tiny, tiny steps. Getting harder to see him in the shadow. Okay, and now he has flopped, so we can approach. We're gonna feed him the lobster, because I know that's the thing that he wants. Yeah, every help guide is definitely like pick up all the things, save all the things. Your inventory is really small. Yeah, I was dropping things inside my house too. I didn't know at first that things like this, I had no idea. So clothing, furniture, motifs, they come in bags like this. And I was dropping the bags in my house at first. The same thing with the recipes. When you get like a book or a bag, if you click on it, you'll be able to use it. And that has like its own place, its own menu. You'll get to keep it, but it won't take up space in your pocket. I thought it would like be multiple items or something or take up space in my pockets. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So that was just a motif. So that felt like a lot of work for a thing that I'm like, meh. Yeah, pick up all the things, do all the things, because you also get Dreamlight for, say, harvesting a bunch of apples or something. Yeah, opening every recipe right away. That is key. Yeah. I feel like there's some quest items that don't work the same way, and I might have encountered those first. So satisfying fishing with Goofy. It's fun. I love that he does like the perfect cast when he's fishing in his own animations. Okay. Is there a second crocodile here right now? I know we just saw the red one. Is there a second crocodile? Should probably smash that rock. Aw, crocodiles. We can't feed the red one again. Well, we could feed the red one again, but we don't need to. That was just my squirrel and my squirrel's tail looked like two separate creatures to me for a moment. I don't even see the red one anymore. Oh, there's the red one. Might as well save anyway, but let's check the collections menu because I didn't pay attention to anything except for the ones that I don't have. So I don't know if there's only one right now or if there's one and I don't see it. Not here, not here. Okay, so the golden one should be here. I think the golden one is the very first one I unlocked. And so it was my buddy for a long time. Let's go find the golden one and give them... Oh, that's them over there, isn't it? Okay. Oh no, that's the red one again, isn't it? No? Gold? The colors are difficult to tell. Nice. Baby steps. I hope it likes squid. Here we go. That one was so much easier. This is one of my favorites just because it was one of my early unlocks. When you're like, I finally got a crocodile. Does like it? What is it going to give us for that? Because this is not its favorite. Oh. Okay. The crocodiles to me were a little bit disappointing. That's fine. I don't know if we, you know, if it's a randomization, maybe another time they would give you something else. But for the amount of work, I'm like, give me furniture. Or, you know, learn from the foxes. Give me an iron ingot. Maybe some emeralds because they're down here. But this is another, like, this is an iron biome. Yeah, where are the foxes even getting the iron? Because there's no iron in Frosted Heights. All right. So we did crocodiles and we ended up with a motif, and a motif from their favorite food. I'm clearing notifications just in case we get like a Dreamlight thing or something so that I'll be more aware of it. I want to save. So we got a dream crystal and a motif. The motif being from their favorite. What is a turtle's second favorite food? Did I clear my pockets? No, let's clear pockets and then go to the next biome, or else I'm gonna run out of pocket space real quickly. So I know turtle's favorite is the seaweed, right? And then I guess we could... I don't typically drop the fish in these. Yeah, I think we'll drop the fish down with Moana's boat when we get there. So the sea turtles like seaweed. I don't know what their second favorite is. Is it like maybe it's the clams that you pick up? Or is it another kind of a plant or something? Trying to get us some seaweed for a sea turtle. Here we go. We got some seaweed. Maybe we'll just try one of the clams that's in my pocket and hope that they like it. If they don't like it, can I still feed them again and get something if I give them the proper food? I don't remember. And we're just clearing stuff as I go along. Oh, there. And these are so easy. Feel bad scaring them though. So we'll give you the seaweed since we met you first. They're so cute. And they have, that's also a motif bag, right? I think it had the little art thing on it. Oh, that's not a bad motif though. I could see a dress having like a whole bunch of those on the skirt. Just so cute. Look at that. I could feed you a second time? Would you like a tuna? No. That's okay. You went fast. That was a fast little turtle. So we are looking for a second turtle. I think we'll try one of the shellfish. I don't know if I have a clam or a scallop or something in my pocket. I'm pretty sure I've picked up at least one. So we can try that. Oh, okay, fine. We'll pick a whole bunch of bananas. I feel like I used the bananas for nothing. There's got to be cooking that I could do with them that I just haven't done. I think I picked up whatever rock that was. Maybe I should be getting rid of some of those trees. I like it having the little jungly area. I just don't like navigating the little jungly area. We'll collect our daily fish. Well, not daily anymore. It's kind of frequent. Oh, we could have gotten our squid and seaweed from down here. Yes, and I still have shellfish in my pocket, so that's fine. Where's our other turtle? That's the one we just fed, I think. Thought the Nala statue was a turtle for a moment. This one. Maybe I should check and make sure that there's another one. Oh. I needed... I don't know. Let's keep one of these in my pocket in case I don't see another one on the beach. And I need the other chest anyway because that one is full when it comes to the coconuts and bananas. Oh, here's the other guy. It's like purple and tealish. Looks a lot like the celestial turtle. Let's try this. I hope you like this. Yeah, okay. And you gave me a coconut. 2 coconuts. Gave me 2 coconuts. And maybe we got a harvest coconuts achievement, so that's something. I wonder, do they still give you coconuts if you don't have the coconut trees unlocked yet? Because if they did, then that would be kind of an exciting thing. Since you wouldn't have coconuts otherwise. We come up here. I think I still have just a random carrot. Which, if I could figure out how to pick up my random carrot. Oh no, I moved it. No, I didn't. Here it is. Pick it up. It's right here. Okay, so we have a carrot. What else do the bunnies eat? We do have Wally's garden, so we could choose from a number of vegetables. I'm assuming it's... Maybe they would eat lettuce? Like a real bunny would eat lettuce. Here's a lettuce. I should probably just put a chest next to Wally's garden so that I can just harvest it every time. I end up not harvesting it because I don't know where to put things. But if I had a chest next to it, then I could just dump all the stuff in it and just always have some of everything that way. We'll do like we did in the last couple and just pick up most things while we look for the critters. And I don't know if they like lettuce. I'm just thinking real world bunnies like lettuce and they like carrots. And that way we've got what I know is their favorite is the carrots, and then what I think is probably a second favorite to see if we can get different rewards from them. All right, there's one of the bunnies. And for the bunnies, you have to play tag. This bunny looks just like the ones we were catching in the plaza. All right, saw you first, so you'll get the carrot. Also a motif bag. And this is why I hadn't really been feeding them, because I was like, eh. Oh, that's a neat motif. Okay. Part of me also wonders, would they eat basil? I guess after we get the next one. we could find out. I'm just assuming the second one would be on this side. Is that it? Or is that a... I saw something go running through here and I don't know if it was just one of our tiny characters or if it was a bunny. There it is. Ah. Where are we running to now? Tree in the way. Just don't run in the middle of the garden because then I can't do anything. I'm glad we still have this open space here. This makes it so much easier now. All right, we're gonna try lettuce. Yeah. Pretty happy about the lettuce. And, well, that's an even exchange. We gave lettuce and we got lettuce seed. 4 lettuce seeds. So that's a way to get stuff for farming. I wonder if that works with any of the other crops. Because that's pretty good. You harvest 1 and you get 4 in return. I think we can add that in. Everything else can stay. Right, that's this biome. Let's go over to the forest. Oh, the raccoons. Okay, so the raccoons are blueberries. But I don't know what their second would be. Wait, what are the other... Would it be a crop or would it be lemons? I imagine it's not... What do we get up here? Garlic? Ginger? Garlic? Yeah, I don't think the raccoons are gonna eat garlic. I think it's... I mean, would it be any fruit? Does anyone happen to know what the second favorite food of the raccoons is? Or is it any berry? Like you could give them a raspberry or something instead. And these are... Okay, so any berry. Is any berry their first favorite or is any berry their second favorite, but blueberries are the top favorite? I think I missed one. It's over here. And then, yeah, I was like, I can't get to the other side. Blueberries are best, and then any berry. Do we have the other berries? No. Okay. I should run back down and get a raspberry. Oh, we could get a gooseberry from up here instead. Since we're doing 1 favorite and 1 second favorite. Another blue egg. Well, I'm glad I didn't give them a lemon then. It didn't seem like something a raccoon would like. We are getting quite a few blue eggs today. So we've almost mostly cleared the forageable things. So we can start kind of looking for the raccoon. I saw one running around on this side when we were across the river, but I haven't seen it now. And they are definitely on the trickier side for me, but they are just the same as the crocodiles. Should clear stumps too, just like the bones on the others in the Sunlit Plateau. Get out the shovel and do that at some point. Okay, Did we not just pick this stuff up? Oh, there's a raccoon. Yeah, we put it out down in the meadow. It is the pink, blue, and yellow balloon arch. We can run back to it now, but if you go towards the beginning of the stream, It's there. We get it out of the mailbox and then set it up in the meadow near the teacup ride. I don't remember the timestamp, but it's an arch and 2 balloon clusters. And it's the pink, blue, and yellow ones. So that saves you quite a bit of materials, and it sort of goes. It's not the same blue as the egg stuff and the teacup ride, but it's similar color scheme. Yeah. Let's see. Where's our second raccoon? Second raccoon. That's the one we just fed, I think. I don't know which one the second one is. Don't see anybody back here. Of course, don't see much of anything when I'm in the tree. I'm gonna check the menu and see which one we're looking for. Oh. Okay then. I'm gonna reload the game. I suppose I should have expected that after the way that menu was reacting. We'll reload the game. And as the game is reloading, this is a good time if you need to grab water. Don't forget to stretch. We'll put the stretch reminder in. Things like that. It's just the game telling us to remember to do those things. For those of you who play on other platforms, do you feel like the loading is similar in terms of how long it takes to the way it loads on stream? Like, I'm playing on Switch, so I always kind of wonder what things are the same and what's a little bit different if you're playing on other platforms. Although I guess how much you've decorated, how much you've unlocked probably affects the loading time too. All right, do we have any way to know how much we saved or didn't? I guess it would be, did that last motif save or not? It's been a little slower lately. What platform was that on that you play on? Oh, hey, they're both right here. They're kind of acting as one. All right, so it may not have saved. Do we have gooseberries in our pocket too, right? It might not have saved because I think when you feed the first raccoon, I think after that their behavior towards you is different. Like, they don't do the run away action. So it's possible. Come on. I think he's just gonna run. Oh, no! I thought he was just running, and so I was not ready. Maybe? Turn around. Turn around. So cute. Taking in the view. Does this count? He still hasn't seen us. Maybe? Yeah, now he's seen it. But he's behind a tree. Okay, go down again and then I'll move. I might have messed that one up. So hard with the tree in the way. All right. So I think we're going to give him the other berries. Sorry for the silence while I concentrate on catching up with the raccoon. So he's happy about the secondary berries. We'll see what we get. Oh, a crystal. Okay. I feel like I've gotten the crystals whether it's their favorite or not favorite. So that's not real exciting. And because I'm not sure if it saved us feeding the other raccoon, I think we'll try to feed that one again. I thought I just saw him back here. Didn't I smash this rock? I'm gonna smash it again. Because I'm low on stone from making all the pathing. Where is the other raccoon? That is my squirrel. They were kind of running together. Oh, that's Minnie. Nothing. At least we know for sure that there are two here. And that is the one that we fed. You can see that he reacts to us differently, which is why I'm thinking that us feeding the other one earlier did not end up getting saved. Because the other one was reacting in the runaway fashion. But why don't I... Fine, I'll just collect some more stuff. But where did the raccoon go? Too close to the edge and the camera's trying to help. There it is. Hanging out with Minnie and fishing. It's probably gonna like sprint away. Ooh, okay. We got lucky there. I wish that the camera would not move when I moved. So I like having the other point of view. Did he just sit down? I couldn't tell. Yeah, okay. Hi, Katie. Huh. All right, what are we feeding this one? He gets the blueberries because this is the one that we fed the first time. So if he gives us a reward, that means that the first one did not save. What? The first one did save? Then why were you acting all shady? Have some more blueberries just because you decided to sit there. I mean, it's good that the game did save our first go. All right, and then we have foxes. And I don't have the fox's favorite. I have the fox's second favorite because that's what I usually feed them because I like getting the iron. So I don't even know what they give you if you give them their favorite. They don't always give iron, but they almost always give iron ingots if you give them salmon. So we might do that first, and they work the same way as the bunnies. So we're just playing tag. Okay, the black one is my favorite because it is the first one that gave me an iron ingot, and it was when I really needed them. I feel like that was easier than the bunnies. Every now and then they will give me one of the dream crystals instead, and I'm like, aw. But it's almost always iron. There we go. Iron. Foxes are the best because of the iron. What is their favorite? Is it the white sturgeon? Which I'm guessing is a gold bubblefish, but I don't know because I haven't bothered I haven't bothered to give it to them very often. We can do that for the other one. Just to keep with our pattern. That is not what that fish is. Ollie is so cute. There's so many cute characters in this game. How did you... I just saw him on the other side of the river. He was just over there. I mean, I guess he took the bridge and sprinted all the way around, but that seemed unnaturally fast. And he was able to catch up. So I'm not gonna approach the second fox until we find their favorite fish. In the meantime, we can clear all these red roses. Which I know they're passion lilies, but they look like roses. Replenish my black passion lily supply after all the star path quests. There was a moment here where I was like, hey look, they fixed the glitch because this one looks black, but it is just dried out. Let's smash some stuff too. In the survey, one of the options they had, oh yes, a moonstone chest, finally. One of the things that they had asked about was the idea for skins for your tools, like having a hammer instead of a pickaxe. What would be, I kind of wonder what fun skins they could put on the various tools. Like there's probably things from movies. Like I could see a pickaxe or something turning into like a giant candy cane in the winter as an option. There's probably a giant hammer in a Disney film, right? Right? Or something. I couldn't think of like iconic Disney property items that could be the skins for the various tools. Does anybody have any ideas? If they did implement something like that? Like the kinds of things that could be? I guess they could just be like in-game things, like it's gonna be sparkly purple or shiny silver instead of shiny gold. Oh, quantum cane. I guess they could be completely unrelated things. Like, you know, the way you'll have a sword in a game and then I'm thinking like free-to-play games where you get all the cosmetic upgrades and then they'll turn it into like a stick with a marshmallow on it. It still functions as your melee weapon, but it's something that's really silly. So I guess it wouldn't have to be like a shovel from a Disney property. It could be some other item that you use as a shovel. I was really hoping to see some other color bubbles. I guess we'll have to fish these in order to get ones that I'm looking for. Which will only work if I actually fish inside the bubbles. Inside the bubbles.
I really like it here.
Classic Mickey sort of inflated look. Inflated. I could see that. so that it like ups the cartooniness of it. Okay, the sound effects and the visual for that were completely not matching on my screen. But we did get a puzzle piece. Oh, and we have Dreamlight to collect. What? Well, that was back when we were on the beach. I forgot to collect that one. Let's save. Come on. Fancy fish. Okay, blue. I think it's in gold, but at least we got something different this time when the bubbles respawned. Yeah, I feel like I don't get those very often. Of course, I also don't fish up here very much, because I haven't needed to. Foxes are like, could you please just give us our favorite thing? Racking up the memories because I don't fish very often. Should maybe focus on that at some point. Although I guess you can't really target memory collection. You just have to do whatever the tasks are a lot, and then you get the chance at getting. Why can I not align the camera, align the character, and then fish? I'm glad that you don't have to actually make it into the middle of the bubbles for it to count. Pretty close to the edge works too. A stash of salmon is growing. I didn't even realize they were a white bubble fish. I thought it was another like blue versus gold situation. And I think somebody was saying in a previous stream they'll take any of the fish.
Well, I'm sure.
Am I out of bubbles? I'm out of bubbles. No. Okay, here's one. Why have you not spawned me any of the bubbles that I need? Sometimes wonder if the game knows that I'll stop fishing once I get what I need. Probably not, but it feels like it sometimes. Why can't I get small pool? Oh, I forgot that there's a pond. Yep, you're right. It's right there. It's like, how are there no bubbles to fish up here? Totally forgot that we have the pond too. Stop. In the circles. In the circle. And this is all going to be for a motif or a dream crystal, probably too. We have to keep up the pattern. There we go, the white sturgeon. So that is the fox's favorite. And so we just fed the black fox. Now we get to play tag with the blue fox. What's hanging out on this side? I don't see them yet. I'm gonna pick up the wood that's in the corner. I have to make sure to feed them the right fish this time because I'm so used to feeding them the other one. I'm out of... Did I forget? I think I forgot to empty my pockets in the previous biome. So we need to do that on the way out too. Along with this one, I'm gonna run out of pocket space real fast. Oh, there it is. Blends right in with the bridge. trees are not making it easy. I feel like I don't have to chase them as much as the bunnies. Or is it just that this area is smaller, so you have less far to go? All right. White sturgeon. Could live to be 100 years old, or you could just be eaten by a fox. Disappointment, fox. Disappointment. Your friend gave me an iron ingot, which is, to me, worth a lot more. Since otherwise I have to mine forever, and then I have to craft it from a whole bunch of them. And see, all I had to do to get that was dig a hole. Much easier than catching a fancy fish. So I imagine those aren't the only rewards either. Oops, gotta empty pockets. Like it's some randomization factor. Well, this biome needs... I need to put another chest up here. I thought I had... Do I have one on the other side? Did I put one over there maybe? Okay, I did. I was gonna say, I thought I had a medium, the small, and then I had the house chest until we were doing experiments last time. And then I removed the house chest from places. We could try to optimize the storage so that the crafting starts pulling from the biome chests instead of the ones by the house. That would be a lot of taking things out of chests and putting them back in, but we could do it. It'd probably be a lot of dropping stuff on the ground in the meantime, if I'm being honest. But it might be worth the payoff just because you'd have better management in the biomes, because I can still do what I do now of the like dumping items, except the game would start actually pulling from those chests when I'm crafting instead if I fix it. Okay, I'm glad that the stumps are dropping both softwood and hardwood now. I feel like for a while, I mean, it's still not the drop rates that I'd like. I feel like at the beginning it was only softwood and it was like, why? I don't want this. I also don't want to dig a hole here. I wanted to do this. So do we just have the Forgotten Lands left? I think. So I know that the Raven's favorite food is the 5-star meal, which is the whole reason why I have these salads in my pocket. What are they? The ranch salad is a 5-star. That was the easiest thing for me to make. So I have that there. But I don't know what their second favorite is. I'm gonna stop by the fish chest down by the boat so I can drop off these fish if there's space. I guess that would be... Okay, good. Plenty of space. Got more random stuff too. I feel like I rarely forage on the beach. Oh, I guess we're going to the boat for some more fish. Not what I was intending to do, but that's fine. Some things are so easy to click on, and some things I feel like turning on the light. So much more difficult to click on. But if you want to accidentally enter a house or interact with the boat, easy. Yay. This side of the beach is looking so clean since I cleaned up in front of Donald's house. Has not been spawning more things. I wonder if it's... No, it probably has nothing to do with having the critter house right there. I don't know if I like the meadow decorations or even this. Like, I like the way this looks, but they're not easy to get around. Is there another... I thought I saw an egg on the ground here. I guess not. In the middle of the path. Couldn't even... Like, at least these are tucked up against stuff, although it's right in front of their house, so we'll pick that one too. Alright, so if they like a 5-star meal as their favorite, Would their second favorite be like a 3-star? Or some other, or a 4-star, I guess. Can cook in here. Oh, and we have the hummingbirds. The hummingbirds are complicated now. It used to just be whatever flower, but now each hummingbird has a specific flower. And I have maybe not learned what they are. Let's feed them. We could try a 3-star? 4-star. I don't have that many egg. Grilled veggie platter. Sounds good. And I guess it will be made with all corn, because that's what the game decided this time. And we will save. Encourage the game along with the saves. All right, up to sunlit again. We have hummingbirds and then the ravens. I don't know which hummingbirds. I remember that the flowers are at least close to sort of similar to the hummingbird colors. So I should probably pick all the flowers first, and I might get it wrong. But I don't even know how to tell which one is, like, if it was their favorite versus their second favorite. Oh, and we still have the squirrels. I forgot about the squirrels. Which I have rarely fed them their favorite foods because I never remember to carry around peanuts. And the apples are just right there. I did say the next time I came up I'd start clearing these, so we can clear some of those while we look for the flowers and the hummingbirds. Wait. Hey. It's kind of like a hidden Mickey. Bush in the back there, and the 2 tiny bushes. So I had placed like one of the oasis pool things over here. But I guess in one of the crashes, it was lost. I know I placed it there at least twice. I think maybe it was that one, but I had moved it over here. It's so weird. I just want it to be a little bit more predictable as to what things are going to save and what is not going to save. There always been this many snake plants over here? Like, I know I've been placing them in a lot of other places, but it feels like I have more than usual. And I haven't placed any in this biome. This item is so nice. I wish it blended just a little bit better, but it works so well. Is there a rock back there? Yeah, I'm blocking a rock. Of course I am. Still need to work on some of the organization up here. Have I not seen a hummingbird yet? I feel like they're usually buzzing around my head every couple minutes.
Now this is a great
Not
day
the
to play
random digging. Also, who is burying these, like, coins every now and then that I'm digging up? Scrooge isn't really known for his distributed savings. Also, Remy has a restaurant and a house, but Scrooge only has a store. So we never get to see Scrooge's house. Okay, hummingbirds, where are you? I guess we haven't gone over to this part. There was a lot of tree in the camera. There you are. Come here. Come here. Come talk to me. There we go. No. Get out of the way, Squid. Am I petting them both at the same time? Because they're both making things. That is superfluous. Maybe it was Captain Hook and we'll find out in a future update. That would be a fun twist. I don't know which flower this one looks the closest. Now I want them to tie that in. Like, I think Captain Hook will be coming, probably, right? Okay, that can't have been their favorite, because they just gave us cocoa. Seems like they must be disappointed. Where is the other one? How many wildebeests has Scar been eating up here? So many bones. Also, why can I always dig the hole in the wrong spot? Because this one was blocking the picnic table. But, you know, it just means that the lions had had a picnic. We've got their leftovers here. Alright, where is our second hummingbird? Oh, is that it? That's it. I wish I knew for sure which flower it was. It's got like all the colors. I don't know. Red? Have this red flower? Oh. So I don't think I got the favorite for either of them, so our pattern has been broken because I didn't bother to look up the specific hummingbirds and the specific flowers they wanted and make sure that I had them. I think I made friends with all of them before they had individual favorites and it was just whatever flower from up here. Anything else that should go in one of these biome chests? I guess that's all. And then we have ravens and squirrels. Yeah, I know that they look different, but I couldn't tell you like the name of them because I haven't bothered to find out and figure out which one likes which. I know that there was a general principle that their favorite flowers tended to be similar to their colors, but each bird has multiple colors and there's multiple flowers for each color, so it's a good starting place, but it won't get you the favorites every time. And if the favorites don't count for extra, which I don't know if they do, but I don't think they do, then meh. Okay, we know that their favorite is a 5-star meal, so we have that. And you gave us another boring crystal. Not as disappointing as, you know, getting a lemon or a cocoa thing. No, I didn't. Are you following me? Once we unlocked ravens, I had a raven as my companion for a very long time. I think I only just changed when we got Olaf and I got the shadow squirrel. And there's no bonus if I pick all these up, so where's the motivation? There isn't any. Which I guess, do I prefer that than it being just way too hard and missing out on the reward every single time. Maybe not every single time, but most times, because the timer was just way too short. See, I dig one hole, I get 2 of those things. Meanwhile, you want me to make a 5-star meal and feed it to a raven for the same, for half of that. And again, these flowers and buzz this morning. Not this morning, but at the start of stream. Although, can you get... It would make a difference if you could get that reward even if you didn't have those biomes open yet. That would make that worth a lot more. Even though it's still only 1, so I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Okay, maybe moving the trees out isn't the worst idea. No, I didn't want to harvest a pumpkin. I wanted to get the egg. I wanted to get the egg. Can I please? Alright, we're gonna try whatever I have. Is it a 3-star or a 4-star meal? To see if that would be like a second favorite. What did I make? 3-star. Took him a bit to get down here. I thought the herb in the background was something here too. Oh. Well, that's different. I didn't... Ugh. I thought they had dropped memories before, but it was like a reward and a memory, not only a memory. What is this one from? Like, it reminds me of, what is it? Like Lambert, the Cowardly Lion, but I don't think it's that. Was it Beauty and the Beast? I don't know. Does anybody recognize this with the sheep? I guess when I click out of it, it's going to tell us. It is Beauty and the Beast. And the rest of the memory pieces are when you're feeding critters. I hadn't even thought of that as being one of the areas where you could get them. Okay. I am a little disappointed because I wanted to know what their other default reward thing would be. Let's see. Anything else I can pick up in here? I mean, I could harvest all my pumpkins and replant them. That would not be a bad idea because I have been slacking on the farming, and so I don't have quite the surplus of funds that I'd like. Oh, we're gonna need another chest in here. I guess part of it is I've got a bunch of pumpkin seeds that maybe I don't need to have here. Right, do I have a farming buddy nearby? Is there anybody even up here in this biome? Probably not. I feel like my... What? Why do I have 1 dry pumpkin? I think Woody is farming. Maybe we'll run through those pumpkins pretty quick and then can decide what to do next, if it'll be... Oh, is that him? Yes. Get out of the garden so I can talk to you.
Hey, howdy, hey.
If we want to try to do custom designs or decorating.
Oh,
We did just unlock a few new motifs. None of them are like spectacular. Oh, we could still make something. Let's go here. Make sure the bonus is on so that we're not going slow. And then harvest some of these. See how well my character pretends to be a Roomba. I feel like going horizontally would be more efficient because then the bonus pumpkins would be kind of in a closer clump and easier to get to. I'm hoping it takes a left here. Okay, good. Oh, ideally, you'd pick them like left to right, doing the double row going up, but at least it's going quickly, because sometimes this is like serious lag. This seems just fine. But I've been largely leaving my farming for when I need to level a character up. And so since everybody's level 10, then I haven't really been doing much farming. This is kind of the best I've seen farming go on the Switch. Oh, here we go. Still not bad though. It used to be always serious lag, and was there not a pumpkin in the last spot? And not only that, then you would get game crashes and have to do it all over. So it's a lot better now. Why am I getting so much bonus spices? Okay. Oh! Okay. That was unexpected, because I thought he was dropping these as we were going, and I was a little surprised that I wasn't seeing the pumpkins. So did they build, like, did they add some sort of a delay since the update? Or is it just the amount of space I had? I should probably design around this a little bit better so that I have a better idea. I also just like, why do we need to make the auto pickup disappear? Like, why can't they just all stay auto pickup until I pick them up? Oh, you think it's just part of the lag problem? Possibility. I had only ever seen it kind of do that when when you fence them in an area and you do it on purpose. That's when I've seen that sort of thing happen. That felt new to me. I'm not really sure what the... Oh, no, can we not just do these? Like, that is what I'm used to. And it's kind of annoying because I feel like it makes you go slower when they're dropping things. Fine, let's go. I can't even stop getting pumpkins to start getting the bonus pumpkins. Where are the other ones? Yeah, well, you put them on the other side of the field and made the timer really short. There's another suggestion. The pickup timers. Longer. This is what I'm used to. I mean, it's still better than what I'm used to, but when they're just kind of standing there waiting for things to happen or contemplating which way maybe they should go next. But then I would see people harvesting on other platforms and being like, oh my gosh, I see how you did like 1,000 pumpkins in your field because this is really fast. I should probably pick some of these up. I'm not going to do memories until after we're sure that the harvest saves. Because that's still one of those that makes me nervous that the game might change its mind about staying on. This will probably get a lot easier when it doesn't have to also load in all of these fires that take up space. But at least the harvesting doesn't seem to... Okay, we're going this way. Doesn't seem to eat down the energy bar very much. We couldn't just go harvest the other side where it's small and everything fits. But like, I'm still on the yellow energy bar and I'm not going at the same speed that I had been going at before. I feel like that timer has gotten a lot shorter for the critical harvest things. I feel like I have way less time than I did before, to the point where I'm like, why am I trying to do this? I mean, maybe if I glide, I could reach them. I have been able to get them from the bushes, but I feel like the ones from harvesting, they have been so short. At least I remembered not to have any seeds in my pockets, so I'm not like accidentally planting things. I do like the animation of all the pumpkins just like flying all over the place. I wish I had a better idea too of like how long or how many things until the auto pickup disappears so that I could do it just a little bit better. I think I saw someone early on with a setup where they had all the spaces filled with pumpkins except for like one, so that you could like stand in that spot and have all the pumpkins like dropped on you. I feel like something like that would be good. Did we just get a double, or is that Woody's thing and this thing? And they're gone. Okay. Got one more over here. But I should make it... It's hard because the fires I still can't move, but I should probably make it so that I have a cleaner area around for the pumpkin drops so that I can run through and get them faster. Let's do this random row that we left in the middle for some reason. Like, I wish I could have, like, my squirrel's here. What is my squirrel doing? If my squirrel could go around and grab all those drops for me, like, let me do that. Even if I have to, I don't know, craft a tiny backpack for my companions so that they can hold things for me. Can I do that? But surely they could pick stuff up so that I don't have to... Oh my goodness. There's so many pumpkins out here. I know some of them have the red sparkles instead. So that those critical events have definitely increased with the yellow sparkly power, which has not been depleted at all for me. I guess I did overfill it, but I didn't think that the game knew that I overfilled it. And I missed some of these. No idea what Merlin is telling us. Just pick up the pumpkins. This one, we picked them all up. They're out here. Okay, so we only have a few more. I'm gonna save because I don't want to have to harvest those again. Just those. Any idea how many pumpkins we're gonna end up with? Because we've had quite a few of these. I know I haven't been good at getting the red ones, but I've been pretty lucky at getting the golden harvest too. And then Woody has been dropping tons. And this isn't, like, this is my biggest pumpkin field. It's gotten a little bit smaller, but it's not a super huge pumpkin field as far as I've seen with people having them. Okay, we're gonna save again because I think I just picked up all the pumpkins. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. No more pumpkins hiding behind a tree or behind the stall. Let's see what this memory is. And then we can sell these and plant some more. Oh. 20 coins. That's all my memories are worth. All right. How many pumpkins do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 522? No, 572? It really doesn't seem like that many to me. I don't remember. I thought this was a 400 field, but I don't. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's only like a 200 field. feel like I don't need these apples or oregano, so we can sell those too. Anything else? Let's sell some ginger. I don't feel like I need my ginger. So 380, that's not bad. I'm still not back up to where I was at the start of the update, even though I haven't like bought a ton of stuff. Oh, let's get our Dreamlight and save. I need to buy pumpkin seeds, which are also expensive. Or we could get them from the chest. We should probably do that, but I might just do this. Is 200 enough? Hi, Dig. How are you? Let's buy more pumpkins.
Whoa!
See our profit disappear. 3.
Whoa!
And I have... Oh, they're gathered in such a weird way. So almost 300. Got like 297. I think I can't actually dig this corner spot, so I can't plant there. And our buddies don't help us with planting at all, right? Why are we doing it this way? I'm doing well. We just harvested a few hundred pumpkins. So I'm behind on my farming and coin collecting. And we're not getting serious lag today, so that's great. Although I do question my character's efficiency in their planting decisions. Never mind on the lag. So we still have that little pink star above Woody, even though he doesn't actually get any more friendship because they've already got him on level 10. And then once this pumpkin field is planted and watered, should we look at doing decorating, or should we look at the custom design tool for the clothing? I'd be open to suggestions on what clothing we should design, or if there's a particular motif that we should try using. Like, we could try to take something ridiculous and one of the silly motifs and try to turn it into something where it doesn't look like that anymore. Provided the game cooperates the same way it did before. It's not the first time you're watching, and you still have no clue what it's about. It's a very quest-heavy game. Major storyline is that it's hard to explain, I'm realizing. We don't know the full storyline yet because it hasn't been released, but we kind of find ourselves in this place where everybody is kind of forgetting. That's what the night thorns are that we magic away all over the valley. And as you get rid of more of those, complete different quests, the various characters start remembering their previous lives and their friendships and things, and we're still kind of discovering our role, but we have some special magic in this place. And there's a lot of things to do with memory. But on the general gameplay, it has a lot of collecting. It has farming, like we're doing now. There are critters in each biome that you can feed and befriend, and then they can become your companion, like that weird squirrel I have there. And the villagers have friendship quests once you complete quests to unlock them from various storylines. And once they're your friend, they can be like your buddy, hang out with you. And so, like, Woody hangs out with us when I'm doing farming because his special skill is farming. So he gives us extra pumpkins when we're harvesting the pumpkins, or extra whatever it is that we're harvesting. But they do that for all the different things like mining, fishing, foraging, things like that. It's not the planting seeds that cures amnesia, it's the ripping up of thorns that cures the amnesia. Yeah. And there are additional quests for curing the amnesia, like reliving memories has been a thing, or finding, I feel like there's stuff with like objects that of importance. So some of them make a little bit more sense, but there's magic, so the thorns are magic. And it seems like we are possibly both the good guy and the bad guy. It seems to be a whole thing. And we do have, yeah, it is mostly magic stuff. Like everything in this game is magic. My watering can is magic because my watering can now, it has performed amazing feats. It gets rid of impossible mushrooms, but it also waters crops. And I feel like it did something else recently that was, like, didn't make any sense. But you have magic tools, and then you upgrade your magic tools to do sometimes things that make sense, like you start with a pickaxe and then you get an extra special pickaxe, and then you can smash a different kind of thing, and then you upgrade it again, you can smash a different kind of thing. And the same with the shovel. But I remember the watering can ones didn't always make a lot of sense. Still waiting, expecting that we'll eventually be able to upgrade the watering can to the point that we can put out these presumably magic green fires up here. Maybe in the summer. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, lots of magic, memory, and basically Disney properties built on top of a quest-heavy, friendship-building sort of, I don't know. You can also farm and collect things. I'm sure somebody out there has a nice, concise definition of what this game is. And I have done every quest that's currently open in the game and leveled up every character to the max level that's currently in the game. And so we just kind of do other stuff. They just added daily and weekly quests as part of an event that's going on. So we have those now too. And it sounds like that's kind of a test, and they're probably going to put in more of the daily and weekly quests in the future that are not related to the event, but we haven't seen that happen yet. Still not quite sure. They've added some other like random quests. Some have been to kind of fix balance issues. We were just doing one with collecting aliens for Buzz, and we don't really understand why, because it didn't have, like, we finished it, right, today, and there wasn't a big obvious, oh hey, this thing happened, or you got this important thing at the end. It was just kind of random, and those are new, and as much as I like the idea of having more little things to do, I liked them being in like nice, orderly things. Like, you know, the quests leave you to level 10 and then you check it off and it's done. And the ones that don't fit in that, I don't understand where they're going. Hi, let's walk home. Welcome in. Okay, pumpkin field planted. Now to magically water it. I'm not using a potion or anything, so... Okay, so it's the planting that used up my energy, the picking them, the putting down this... A lot of that, like, we kept our energy for a very, very long time. And then it went away. Also, I feel like I just ate the same amount of things, but I don't have a full sparkly yellow. Why? And I'm really bad at aiming the watering can, partially because it doesn't run out, which is something that I really like in this game. My tools don't break because they're magic. Watering can never needs to be refilled. Oh my gosh, if this game required that of me, I would have a much harder time. The only time that happens is with the potion, and I still don't quite understand because we can put a magical elixir on our tools and they become more effective, like you'll get more drops and stuff. But the amounts don't make any sense. Like, we were able to water like 23 plants with one of them. And I still don't know why that was the number. And I wish it would just, like, give me sprinklers. As much as I'm not super into farming games, the idea of having sprinklers for some of this would make so much sense. 'Cause pumpkins I only have to water twice, and it's like after 4 hours, which I guess is fine. But then there's like canola that's like, is that water 8 times, 4 times? With so much frequency. When I was doing canola for coins, I was so hoping that we would be unlocking sprinklers in this game. Or something that would fix it, and there was nothing. At least now there are the potions, but when that was my only cash crop, it was like there were no potions, there were no options. They hadn't added that in yet. And it was crashing so frequently that you would do a whole field and then have to redo your whole field. Okay. Did I miss watering any of them? I think we got it all. It's hard with the shadows to kind of see what's going on up here. At least it's daylight. Save that. I'll pretend that this is actually updating my cloud save. I feel like the game's been performing reasonably well today. Do we have anything that needs to go? Well, we'll try to pick up wood. I don't think I got any dark wood, and that doesn't mean it's not here. It just means I haven't seen it. 'Cause I haven't been walking slowly enough to see when the pickup item thing comes on. I'm very, like, do we try to set this up for dark wood farming? It would involve deleting all of the trees. I really like the trees. They are in my way. And I do get very little dark wood. It's my nearest crafting bench, so I could just check how much I have. Because we could set up darkwood farming. We could set up... Oh, do I have enough to make the chest the size that would make sense? I could redo my storage so that it is definitely pulling from the biome chest every time. I'm gonna pick this, get out of the way. Every time that I'm crafting, it's pulling from the biome chest instead of the home chest. Could do that. That will be a little bit involved, but it's something that we could do. Which I might, if we don't do it this time, maybe I do it next time. I'm gonna take out some of these pumpkin seeds and replace them with the wood. See, even here in the biome chest, I only have 17 dark wood, even though I've got a whole bunch of everything else. And that's what you need for the large chest. Yeah, now that we know how that works, we could actually use that information to organize things. I like that they were just happy in sync, doing their little animations together. I can't help but just pick up all the things. Right. I think I'm gonna put these in, the extra pumpkin seeds, in the house chest now that the house chest is largely empty. If I can walk between these. What would we do? I've got so many small chests out here though. So in order to do that, I would have to either pick up all of these. No, I'd have to pick up all of these. Or I'd have to move the contents. Either way, I have to move the contents of all of them. Like, I could go set them in the biome so that they're not here. That doesn't really matter though, because they are organized by item type, not by biome, versus the biome chests are the other way. I mean, we could take stuff out of these and go fill up the biome chests, but I feel like I'm still gonna want more of the larger storage in various places. Because right, like this was very organized, but now I've got random holes in my storage because this was a very full chest for a very long time. And that is apparently where it took like all of my stone. I used the gems for nothing. But this was full of wood and now it's not. But some of the biome chests are getting full. Okay, that one is still because that's my newer chest. So maybe there's not as much stuff here as I was thinking I would have to deal with because of that. But I'd want to pick up everything. Oh my gosh. Maybe that should be the focus of a stream in itself instead of like part of part of today's. Maybe that's what we'll do next time is just fix all the storage so that it works the way that we figured out.
Well,
And have it so that my crafting would pull from my biome chest first. Maybe put some extra ones so that we have surplus storage there. Because I think that'll make them more functional. Because then it'll be pulling from there, and that's where I always want to be dropping stuff off. Yeah. Woody in the pumpkin patch. It's like hidden in there. It's like the size of the pumpkins. Which we could, I mean, since we have him here and I have pumpkin, do I still have the pumpkin seeds in my pocket? I do. Let's do these pumpkins too. Since they're ready and we currently have a buddy anyway. And then should we do a random custom design? Yes. I keep trying to pick him up thinking that he's like the hardwood or something laying on the ground. Especially because he keeps laying on the ground. And I kept trying to feed Buzz thinking he was a squirrel. Oh, we didn't do the squirrels. Okay, we have one more. Oh my goodness. His name is Woody after all. Yes. Pick these up. Remind me after we do these pumpkins that we still haven't fed the squirrels. I need to go get some peanuts for them.
this place is no Paris, but I can work with it.
Having the critter houses out keeps confusing me. Yes, they do eat the apples. I didn't realize they'd also eat the raspberries. So I've been feeding them mostly apples, but no, I did not. No one said to craft now. Where did all those pumpkins go? I thought he like filled up that whole row with pumpkins. I guess it wasn't that many. We've been doing for each biome just to see what the drops are, if we could get anything interesting. Let me out so I can get the pumpkins. We've been doing one critter with their favorite and one with their second favorite in each biome, except for the hummingbirds because I messed those up. To see if any of them would get us like the furniture packs. So far they didn't. And I have solidified the foxes as being my favorite because at least they give you iron ingots if they're unhappy with, well, not unhappy, but if you give them their second favorite. Whereas if I give the second favorite to like the hummingbirds, they're like, here, have some cocoa, which I don't need. I wish they would all give you cooler stuff. I'm not a big fan of getting the dream crystals from them because I can get those from other places anyway. And I don't feel like I need them. But the iron ingots, I will use those. That is a valuable thing. It feels plenty worth the effort to fish up a fish especially a non-fancy fish. Whereas like some of the things they want things that are difficult. Yeah, salmon for ingots is fair. I like that. Such a good exchange. Some of the other exchanges, not so much. They all just coins? Do we have anything else I need to pick up?
I give this village 5.
Save, and then we'll plant the pumpkin seeds that I have in my pocket. Hopefully that fills this in. And at least these are tiny plots. I still haven't decided if I should put... I had the plot on the other side before we put the bunnies there. Yeah, the memories turning into coins can be disappointing. There was a while there, though, where the stability was questionable, and I was kind of thankful for the memories turning into coins because it meant I didn't have to open that menu. But I wish that it was more coins. Like 20, it's like, why? This doesn't make a difference to me. The same when you open like one of the little bundles that could have, you know, clothing or furniture or a motif, and when that's coins, I'm like, hey, we really couldn't have come up with something else. I know I don't have everything in this category. Or at least if it was going to be coins, could it be, you know, more than 20? I didn't want to open that. But good to know I have some space in the chest that has all the seeds in it. I hit the mic, so I'm hoping that wasn't like loud or anything. I think was there one that didn't? There it is. So these are all planted. They blend in so much. Especially in this, like, whatever the sun is doing right now. Making it a bit harder to see. What? That is not the button that I pushed. Just keep planting. That's all we're doing. Just planting the pumpkins. I didn't even see that one, so I'm glad my character did. 3 more. We could harvest the ones in the meadow, but I feel like I don't need to. Like, would it be smart to do the darkwood harvest so that... I mean, you're still only getting, I think, what, 2 each time? If you specialize the Forgotten Lands for darkwood drops. But at least then I'd be a little bit closer to being able to make the large chest. I wish that it would spawn in the other biomes too. And in the stumps. Like, I want the stumps to at least have a chance at dropping extras. Did I just water all of them? These are all good? Can we let... I think he can go now. He doesn't want to talk to me. Because he knows I'm going to say go away. Why? This has definitely gotten more difficult since the latest update. Which, you know, most of the time I would appreciate, but sometimes... Alright, we're going to have to get out of the garden. And I feel like it's gotten more difficult, but I've still been able to click on them when I get the golden harvest, which I think is probably the goal to make, like, why it's a little more difficult. Okay. You can go away.
That's great.
We're gonna get some peanuts. Oh, I'm gonna eat this first. I went to go glide and couldn't. Ooh, egg.
Bet I'm the first demigod you've met, right?
And if I don't have apples in my pocket, they're nearby. So those will be easy for the squirrels. Let's get... This way I have some to feed the squirrels tomorrow too. Because I don't have those achievements for feeding the squirrels their favorite food, because I thought their favorite food had been apples for the longest time. Oh, I forgot to record again. Man, I wish YouTube would let me download a higher quality version. Because if I don't record locally and I want to use some of whatever we do for videos later, if I download it from YouTube, not only do I not have the separate audio tracks, but it seems like it's a much lower quality. Like it's not downloading in the 1080p. I don't know why they would do that. Right. Motif? Motif. Yellow bag. It's weird. I mostly wanted to see what it... Oh! That looks like the heart crystals from the June wedding event in Animal Crossing. See? What he looks like a stick. Like that could have been wood. Like actual wood. Where did I put the... Oh. That was unexpected. Alright. We will restart it. Finish feeding our animal friends. Oh, I have a bunch of pumpkins in my pocket I need to sell too, huh? I wonder, will it have counted that squirrel or not? Because I wasn't sure if it counted the raccoon last time. Oh, but this will be easy because I only had 3 packs of peanuts in my pocket. So if that'll let us know if we did that or not. And a reminder to stretch, drink some water as we wait for the game to load. I need the reminders. It's where I almost don't mind when the game is needs a reload because it reminds me that way. I know I have the stretch command for the cuttlefish, but I feel like I need one for hydrate. I haven't figured out if it should be the cuttlefish like getting a cup of water, or if it should be like the cuttlefish maybe jumping into a cup of water or something, since it's already aquatic. All right. They are watered, so we know we're not back that far. And oh, we're back so far that we have not even bought the peanuts. Making myself a note for the hydrate. Okay. Well, I'm glad we don't have to re-water the crops, but I'm a little surprised it went back that far. I guess it's not that far though. It's not like that was a long time ago or anything. Just in my head, I imagine the game like saving when you go in and out of buildings, and it doesn't do that. I feel like the icon for butter is different. I don't remember it having like the melty top layer. It's also possible I just haven't looked at it very much. was just thinking about dropping any of these items and if they would look good for decorations. I still don't know how the game decides what to save when. Like, partially evidenced by our various crashes when decorating, when some things save and some things don't. But it's also, I thought it was, say, every 5 minutes, but I've been on the menu where the save has been more than 5 minutes old, so it's not that. I used to have an apple tree in that corner, and that's where I'm looking for it. Yes, I moved them both over here. Ooh, another egg. Okay. All right. Now we can look for our squirrels. Those are bunnies. Oh, I have pumpkins back here that I hadn't picked up yet. There's a squirrel. So we will give you peanuts. Yeah, I think the spinny star is supposed to be saved, but like, I still feel like even that is not always saving. I don't know. So last time we got a crystal heart, do we get that again or do we get something else? We got the same one. So that's also kind of interesting because I fed a different squirrel too. So it seems like that was just gonna be our next thing. Okay. That got stuck for me. That wasn't like a YouTube glitch of me being stuck mid-run. Just gonna save it again, you know? But I've had this, like this timer has gone up to almost 8 minutes. And that's where I thought it was a 1 minute or a 5-minute timer, but I guess it isn't. But I know like these star spinny things, they're supposed to be saving. But even the cloud save, given when it says that it's out of sync, those aren't real saves. I don't know which ones of them are real saves, but I've also done the thing where I go to the first save menu like I just did, you save it, and then later on it crashes and you're not at that place of save. Is this the one we just fed? Or is that one gray and the other, like with this light, I can't tell. I'm gonna look up which squirrels are here. If it's two that look really similar. Okay, we do have the gray one and the black one. All right. So this may be our second squirrel. Yeah, that looks like the gray one. So we're gonna give you an apple. Oh, I feel like they used to give me better stuff than oregano. I feel like they used to give me motifs and... Why is there so much oregano? Motifs and dream crystals for apples. So the oregano is a little like, really? Oregano? Save again. And then let's sell these pumpkins that we just collected. Here's so used to certain paths, and now that I have decorating in the way, I know.
Hi there, pal.
Oh, you think the games run out of motifs? You never get them anymore? What do you get instead of the motifs? Because I know I haven't been keeping up with feeding the critters, so I'm probably kind of behind on them. I don't know if they're tagged, like can you only get certain motifs, say from feeding squirrels or from doing other things? It really should be moonstones. Or at least there should be like a chance of moonstones, like if you give them their favorite thing. Or if you say you feed one that's already that you've unlocked as a companion, you should have a chance at moonstones. Ideally, you'd just always get moonstones. But it seems like you should have a variety of tasks in the game, not just finding the chest that would give you moonstones. Even if it's like only 10. Dream shards, oregano, iron. Oh yeah, depending on who you feed. It's not only when you're unlocking them, because I have like every creature that was out today was already unlocked for me. I'm only missing a couple of the rare ones. Why do I think I'm going to sell things here? I need to put things in the box. That's what I'm doing. But if you've been continuously doing it, which I have not been doing, because I kind of unlock them and then I stopped paying attention to them. Yes. See, that seems perfectly reasonable. If we already had that memory piece, give us moonstones instead of coins. Because the coins are completely meaningless, especially in those small quantities. But if you gave me 20 moonstones instead of 20 coins, even if you gave me like 5 moonstones instead of the coins, like I would happily take that and I would do all the things so that I could get that. Hi Jelly, how are you? Oh, great. What else do we need to do? Need to empty these pockets. If I could just get around. That's one rock that I can't move. I feel like I've gotten rid of most of the rocks and then I put in a bunch of stuff in its place. Those. Only got like 2 rocks here. I thought my squirrel was something else that I could harvest. Let me just pick up the marshmallows. Let's see. I should have space up here. What's in my pocket that I want to get rid of? We've got some sticks, some rocks, soil. Those are all these on the end. I now have spots. I think this is where the stone had been, and that's why that's so empty. I did not want to craft. Thanks. That's what we had 2 different streams. One working on one side, one on the other. I feel like it's still just a mess though. Where's that wood chest? It's got to be the middle one, and I just haven't been clicking on it. There we go. Oh, I think the peanuts are gonna stay in my pocket. We just made a new... How? A new basil stack over here. I feel like the camera has gotten worse in the latest update. It wasn't basil. I guess I put mint in here for some reason. And then, do we have space? Yes. And then the eggs were here, maybe? Those ratios, they are not good. That's not good at all. Oh, but these egg bushes are ready, so let's put those away. I feel like I need to make berry salad already. I feel like stuff is just I know it's from the gliding, but it feels like the gliding is taking more energy than it was before and not going as far. The sunset light is so nice. Like, I can't see some stuff very well. Like, super eggy salad. What would super eggy salad be? Save it again. Edit the no more mess into a short. So I thought about that because I could easily make it short enough for a short, but shorts are of no use to me on the channel. I mean, I get a little bit of exposure that way, I guess, but they don't give you watch hours, and I'm not going to make the whatever it is 10 million views. But almost all of my subscriptions come from live streams, and then I get a couple from videos and occasionally from shorts, but I think my shorts people are the ones who like subscribe and then unsubscribe. But I know they're supposed to help with subscribers. But that's where I started. Like, I get way more views if I take the same video and make it into like a 1-minute video than if I make it into a short. I don't know. I'm probably just doing it wrong. But I could like re-release it as a short too to see if it shows up for people that way. But at least when it's a video, it counts for something. I don't know. At least my shorts are not good shorts. I do have some things like the I have some that I was considering doing, but I don't know if they just be annoying. Like doing the there's an egg. The pocket camp when you open the cookies. Like I have some of that recorded that I was gonna release as shorts, and then I'm like, I don't know if people want that though. And I've been trying to do more of my shorts as squares because I saw some other people do that and that was so much better than the verticals. But that's partially because I'm never watching. Well, I'm sometimes watching on like my phone, but usually it's my tablet, my TV, or my computer, and the squares look good on both. Oh, I said I was going to leave these, didn't I? Oh well. I've picked them up now. I think we just got this from up here, or no, those were down below. Already messed up my organization. It's alright. I think maybe next stream we destroy all the chests and start over. Yeah, like a 1080 square. Because then it's... I hate when I click on something on my TV and it ends up being a short and it's like this really narrow strip down the middle, but when it's a square, it can actually use up a whole bunch more. Denzel has been doing it, the animations for Animal Crossing. I think that was one of the first places that I saw it. And it makes it a little bit easier to fit things into the frame too. So you end up getting better width. So converting a regular format video. And those still count. I'm disappointed that they took away our ability to put the thumbnail on it, because I used to be able to put the thumbnail and then it made sense. And I have no idea how it chooses what the thumbnail is. But I'm like, why did they take that away? Because I used to be able to choose one and then you could make it make sense. But without it, like, how am I supposed to tell you what this video is? Or how am I supposed to, as somebody who's watching them, know what a video is about? So it picks stuff. I'm like, okay, well, you pick the punchline, you pick something really random and in between everything else. It's so weird. And then when I'm scrolling through it, like, that's not helpful. So I don't know why they removed that feature. 'Cause I think views for folks have dropped since they haven't had that. All right, what am I doing? Let's try the clothing tool again, maybe. Because if I try to decorate something, it's going to take me hours. I don't think I want to do that. Well, this looks nice in this light, sort of. And the sparkling dream fruit trees in the back. And the butterflies. Yeah. And I did watch your new video, Jelly. It made me really hungry. Like, that wasn't... I feel like you need to watch that with dinner. Hidden Mickey in the clouds in the sky. I don't think I've seen the Mickey cloud before. Have I? I must have, right? That one just seems so obvious, especially since it's behind the Mickey motif in the arch. Okay, we will save beforehand and we're gonna see If it just immediately crashes, then maybe we won't do this, but it behaved so well for us last time. Let's go here. And then what should I make? I want to make something. I don't really have anything that I need to make in mind. I liked your editing on the first half of your video. And I wish you had done the same thing on the second half because it looked nice. Like, I like when things are put really quickly on a table, I guess. I don't know. You've gotten the Mickey Cloud before, too. It must have been there the whole time, and I just don't always look at the sky. All right, what should we make? I'm taking requests. I'm not saying that I'm going to actually be able to fulfill the request or make something that looks great. But I'm happy to work on an idea, whether it is the particular piece of clothing or a particular motif. A dress. We can make a dress. Which kind of dress should we make? This is the strapless. This is the long sleeve. We did that one last time. I don't know if I've made a t-shirt. I was like, it already came with a thing on it. I feel like the dresses look so bad on my character. I want to see what the t-shirt one is. At least with that one, am I wearing tights or something? You did not know. The second half of the video, it looked completely, it's uncut and not sped up. And it kind of surprised me because the first part was, you know, carefully edited, and then the second part didn't have any of that. And I was like, well, if I'm comparing the two, like the first part, do more of the stuff like the first part. Because that I like, with it being sped up and stuff. I don't know if you had music instead of the crunchy bags, but I'm used to seeing that when I see people do the sped up kind of placing the things. Sorry. I know I've had things that like I didn't save a bunch of stuff I did, or I published a video and then I realized that I didn't add the sound or the music track or something, and I have to pull it and put it back. I had one of my Pokemon videos had kind of like everything in it, I thought, and then I found a chunk of my media was missing. And so it had already had a couple hundred views, and I had to republish it with the missing piece. And I was like, no. I wish YouTube would let us kind of replace stuff if it was similar enough, you know, or add a little thing or do something to it after it's up there so that you can fix things once you figure out that something isn't quite what you meant. So we have this. Why is it? It looks weird on the left side, and I don't know why it's going out like that. And we can't layer these either, right? What is this one? That's strange. I think it's just like in this character model, some of the edges aren't like where I think they should be. I guess this will give us more surface area. Okay, you can cut parts out. I need to do that for this stream because we've had a couple flashing glitches. Oh yeah, so for some of my Pokemon shopping ones, instead of speeding it up, I painstakingly hand cut every piece of loading time out. But I've been having trouble getting YouTube Studio to load to the point where it would let me do anything. But I've only been doing it with live streams, and they're, you know, when they're like 7 hours, 9 hours long, I think it just doesn't like to load. All right, what kind of a dress do we want to make? Got a lot of, let's look at all the motifs. So we have some candy. I'd be up for either let's try to make something with a particular motif, or let's try to make some kind of a something. Yeah, and it is a really long processing time. I never end up editing the streams because I want to do it when I'm fresh and it's not ready for it yet. But in this one, I wrote down the timestamp because the flashing is really bad and I don't want that to that could be really bad for somebody else. So I'm going to at least edit the description, and then once it's ready, try to go back in and see if I can cut that. We do have a skull. We've got some planets. We unlocked a new planet today. Ooh, a snake. I haven't looked at my motifs in a while because I haven't been able to use this in a while. More than once you've left music in the track of audio and didn't cut it out, and the video is just blank with music. What? You've chopped off the end of the video with the YouTube editor. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I figure the streams are just streams. They're probably just gonna stay that way. And then I try to record locally so that I can pull the footage and my separate audio tracks and things. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good day at work. Right. Any of these motifs standing out? Like, let's try to do something with that. We did a lot with cherry blossoms last time. There are a lot more of these than I remember seeing. What is this? Oh, okay. It does have a fourth one up there. Got the funny bubbly stuff. Should I start with a motif, or should we start with an idea and then try to make it with the motifs that I have? Ooh, oranges. We don't have orange trees in game, do we? Is this pixel art? I'm just noticing the heart is kind of pixel art. You just watched it. Sorry. Yeah, you can probably just like cut little bits of it. Can you edit, if you can edit sound in the, I don't know if you can edit sound in the YouTube editor. If you can, it would save me so much and could help with that too. You're just trying to do all the things. It happens. Got those rainbow ones that I don't think, do they actually respond to the light shiny? I'm not sure if they do or not. Let's see. No, they just pretend. Oh, how do I erase you? There we go. Oh no, now I've got to scroll all the way back down. So I like all the simple shape ones and the white ones because we can change the colors. I've seen some people do the illusion designs where they make some of it like the character's skin tone. I have not done any of that. We just unlocked these. Okay, so this is order of oldest to newest. Do have those. Patches, maybe not for... Okay, so we have this one. That was the latest star path. I didn't realize that they had made it look like a sticker too, so that it's got that around it. I kind of wish we had more, like each motif that you unlocked, I wish it was a group of motifs. Like you'd get a collection. So there wouldn't just be like one It's a Small World icon, but you'd have a set of them that you could use together. I feel like that would be nice. I also wish that the scale could go a lot bigger, because that would give us more options when we're doing things. I don't know if it's just I don't have ideas for a dress or I don't like my motifs. Skeleton. Oh, not tiny skeleton, giant skeleton. Why doesn't it look, it feel like it should look more even than it does? Oh, there we go. Oh, well, I am realizing it's almost 5, which means that I have some other things I need to do anyway. We will look at the clothing design another time, I think. But I'm leaning towards our next stream. Maybe we'll actually put our new storage and crafting knowledge to use It's gonna be a big ordeal, but it might be neat to see how that goes. We don't have any more alien quests, so I think we're out of quests other than Wally's egg quest each day and each week. Let's see. But if you missed the beginning, we found the rest of Buzz's aliens, and we're done with quest 3 from Buzz, which says that it's the end. So we have all of those. If you're struggling to find them, you can see where we found them at the beginning of the stream. And we looked at the community rewards because we just completed the balloon rewards challenge. So we got the reward for that and put that out at the beginning as well. And then we've fed all of the critters that were out just to see what they would give us. So if you are struggling on how to feed the critters, you can see that as well if back earlier in stream and did pumpkins and things too. So I think maybe next time we will either, or maybe some combination of decorating, organizing the storage, and maybe trying the custom design tool again. So if there's something that you're thinking you'd like to see made, remind me of that next time. But I hope you all have a good, whatever your time zone is. See ya.